today I have a meeting with a guy that asked me for my DD-214. So my EA messages me, says, don't forget, Pat, you got to bring your DD-214. So I went back. I had to go this morning. I'm like, where is I'm literally pulling up my files. But for them to go to someone on the inside to get that information. So by the way, if they give it to New York Times, if New York Times gives it to WAPO, did WAPO get a defamation lawsuit from you or no? You didn't do anything with them?
Because what I was advised is that basically they will drain me. So it's not like I can use the House of Representatives to sue the Washington Post. The Washington Post has way more money than I do as a member of Congress. So I'm not going to be able to sue them and use my campaign funds to do it. And so at that point in time, you have to just fight it out. And so thank goodness at that time, Elon had actually purchased X, because when I first ran for office, I was one of the few people, I think it was like me, Laura Loomer, and a few others, that had sued X. I was running, or at the time Twitter, I was running for office at that point in time, and they were suppressing my reach, my engagement. I was being suppressed on Facebook. I was being suppressed on pretty much every media outlet, social media outlet, and I was using my social media to fundraise my campaign. So I was funded by those $20 and $30 donations, as opposed to a lot of the special interest money in Washington. So they were tipping the scales, and we know that they did this in the 2020 election with Mark Zuckerberg, who he's still, I'm glad that he sees the writing on the wall, but he's still, him, Jack Dorsey, all those guys.
$400 million.
Yeah, they did. I mean, it's insane. And then, of course, in my investigations, we actually found out when I was on oversight, you can actually play this clip. It's the Rep Luna interviews Yoel Roth. And I actually found out that Twitter at the time was engaged with Meta, YouTube, for using a private cloud server to communicate, operating with the Department of Homeland Security and CISA, which is supposed to be set up to monitor domestic terrorists. And they're actually using it to suppress information pertaining to January 6th, when President Trump called for peace.